This video is specially for the exam study pattern. Please watch the full video because it is divided into several parts. First thing that is to be done is downloading past year's question papers. Link is shared in the description. Now the normal format of question paper is section A, B and C. Section A, any 2 answers. Section B, any 4. Section C, any 2. So going through these question papers increase your comfort on how the questions are being asked in the question paper. I will speak about this in more detail in the question paper section of this video, so keep watching. Second thing is collective questions list. I have personally followed this way of converting the questions into the list of topics that have been asked in the past years. Now, why this is important? This list will tell you how much is your study progress and how many topics have you covered. You will know how many topics are repeated and which are important ones. Now, the handwritten notes as you read through. The topics that you are reading through, you can make your handwritten notes. This process will ease your last minute study because as you look in your textbooks, there are long essays for the answers. You cannot go through the whole essay at the last moment. So all the pointers that you can remember, you just write down in the notebook so that eases your 11th hour job. For creating handwritten notes, I have personally followed this idea of creating a binded notebook. This notebook is very cute and handbag friendly. You can see it also fits my smallest size lunch bag and still there is space for tiffins. I can read it anytime, even during my breaks in the office. I made a huge mistake by buying a huge size notebook which became very difficult to carry or even hold it when I was standing. Now, how I have bound the notebook was that I purchased 4 175 pages notebooks and gave them for binding. So before binding, I removed the index page and the cover card page of the notebooks. The new hardcover that you can see the blue color was given by the binding shop. Coming to the time management techniques for the working people or even the parents who take care of kids. You can utilize your cooking, cleaning, dressing time by using sticky notes. I call this the 10-minute study. You can make use of the sticky notes ready with your content written on them and you can stick them in the various places you want. You can stick it on your bathroom door, on your kitchen platform, wherever you can see them and read them, on your mirror, or anywhere on your desk where you can see them or visit them often. This helps to revise in the morning. Always remember, morning reading time is always easy to memorize than the night time or the evening time when you are tired. You can also utilize your tea breaks or the lunch breaks in the office time. You can make use of huge range of sticky notes, any color of your choice, and a pen to write such minute details. I'm using the Luxor Pilot pen, which we normally get in the market. This is a blue ink and you can see the minute writing. This is possible only with this kind of fine tip. So you can see the tip. How to write on the sticky notes? What to write? They are so tiny in size. How will the full answer fit into such a tiny paper? You must be having all these questions. Well then, have a closer look at the sticky note that I have prepared as a sample. You can mention whatever points that can help in memorizing and reviving your answer as you read on. Also, it's nothing like you can use only one sticky note. There can be multiple for one long answer. Well, we know one thing that the exam season is also the holiday season for few members in your family. During such time, you may totally be tempted to go on a holiday. Fair, just go for it. What I do during this holiday packaging is that I pack my study essentials too. These include 1 feet by 1 feet marker cum chalkboard that I have purchased from the local shop to stick the sticky notes. And I make these sticky notes with ready content to read and take them along. All these things can be carried with you on a holiday. I place the board at the dressing table or the coffee table of the hotel room and continue to follow my 10-minute study routine. I quickly go through the topics. So this is my beautiful study planner that I got from Amazon, and the link is shared in the description below. It's a daily, weekly, monthly and yearly planner. You can also mention your details here. These are the few pages that I won't be using much. Directly, I will start with the daily planner pages. From Monday, I will mention the date, which Monday it is, and the agenda for the day. Now, whatever topics I will study and make notes of on that day, I can mention them here. It's a 6-monthly planner, which is enough for the exam season that might require at least 3 to 4 months. You can also note your other activities in this planner. It helps you stay organized and on track during the examinations. Now moving on to question paper prediction. If you ever find videos for prediction of the question paper and what questions are going to come, they are not true because it is unpredictable what is going to come in your psychology paper. Here we will understand the best of what we can do to score best marks. Here in section A and B, if you compare, section A is quite predictable because most of the question format is the same. If you study the topics listed in the consolidated topic list, you will cover section A successfully. Example, let's see the MPCE 011 question paper. Look at the format of the questions. The way section B question is asked in December 2013 and the way section C question is asked in December 2012. So you can see the division of the topics. Coming back to section A, you have to go through literally all the topics. The most important ones should be on your top priority list. Now, which are the most important ones? Those are often repeated. If you compare section A and B, you will notice that section B is also somewhat covered while you study section A. Because in sections B, you will be asked only a part of section A topics. That is maybe only 2 or 3% of section A answer. Now the catch here is section C is the most unpredictable one. You are going to lose marks if you don't stay on track for section C. You will hardly find anything repeating in section C since from the last past year question papers or the assignment sheets. Then how to prepare for this section? So sometimes it may be a part of section A answer. So 1% of section A answer would be section C answer. From the whole answer, it will be only a paragraph that could be section C. But most of the times it covers very small topics which have less description. For example, a disorder that is having just a paragraph to describe it, like hypochondriasis. This is also one section that has very less content to write about. So that can be your question C question. Exam duration is for 2 hours. So utilizing your time efficiently is very important. Remember, psychology has a lot to write in theory. Divide your time for section A, B and C. Section A, 2 answers. So 15 minutes each. So you have to end the section A in half an hour. Now you may feel, how can such a long answer complete in 15 minutes? So here 15 minutes is just the target time. Buffer time can be extra 5 to 10 minutes. Moving to section B, 4 answers total, 15 minutes each answer. Hence 1 hour for section B. Remaining time is half an hour, out of which 15 minutes can be used for 2 answers. That is for the section C that has 2 answers. Answers are just 3 marks, hence writing in short is what is required. You need to understand one thing. Section A has 10 marks answers, section B has around 6 marks or 5 marks answers, and section C has 3 marks. So do not write beyond what is required according to the marks. Don't just go on writing and writing because you know something. There has to be limited answer when the marks are limited. Always make a habit of writing the new answer on the new page, because whatever you have left, the gap after each answer, you can utilize the gap for the last minute check. These last 15 minutes can be utilized for adding any additional information, and you can use the gap that you have left on the page when you study the new answer. Make sure you try multiple pens before exams to check your comfort and the writing speed. Once you have chosen multiple pens, carry all of them to the exams. Sometimes the answer booklet quality may vary than that you had tried before. Hence, utilize the last 15 minutes before the exams to test all these pens on the last page of the answer booklet and mark the page as rough page. Choose the most appropriate pen for the page quality. You can test various pens like gel pens, ball pens, fountain pens, or the ink pens that we call pilot pens for writing your exams. Also carry sharpened pencils and an eraser. You will also need the large scale or the ruler to draw the margins. Mostly concentrate on the presentation of the paper. IGNOU answer sheets look somewhat like this. This is the cover page of the answer booklet. Here you will fill in all your details, program code, paper code, etc. On the right hand side is the evaluators section where the marks will be mentioned after the paper check. Arrive at least half an hour before the exams. Fill in details, testing your pen, drawing margin, and bit of relaxing before starting to write are some of the steps you will require to follow. Margin on the right hand side should be at least 2 centimeters wide. Make sure that your handwriting, however it's fast, is readable and presentable. Give enough space between two words so that it looks neat. For example, compare these two ways of writing. You will know yourself which one looks much better. When we talk about exams, how we can forget about health management? I always follow a healthy diet during exam season, whether it is for MA Psychology exam or any other. I also manage office, home and studies, so it's obvious to have a hectic schedule to follow along with balancing health. What I consume regularly are the proteins, calcium and vitamins. For proteins, I consume boiled eggs, lentils like tur dal or sprouts like Bengal gram or green gram. When you are a vegetarian, if you cannot consume egg, you can opt for soya, which is also healthy. Even the almonds and groundnuts help in your protein intake. In the office, I follow a regular schedule of post breakfast. I have calcium and my immunity tablets. Immunity tablets are Ayurvedic ones. And before the bedtime, I consume the vitamin pills. This is a normal routine I follow since many years. Then in addition to this, at 7:30 a.m. I always do yoga, and around 8:30 before leaving the house, I consume a mini breakfast of oat biscuits or sandwich sometimes and a cup of milk along with it. Exam stress can drive you crazy and you should be always keeping it in control with regular exercising and a healthy diet. I hope I'm able to manage your study planning and reduce your exam anxiety, at least some of it. Do let me know your comments and don't forget to subscribe for more such videos. Bye bye and take care. See you in the next video.